Now we live up in the north in climate zone 3, so it is cold, and even though the days are long in the summer, the period of our growing season is relatively short. That is why we plant our garlic in the fall to give it a jump start into the growing season, and to avoid weeds growing between the harvest and the planting time, which is usually just after the first killing frost. We like to cover our beds with recycled silage top. Now, sometimes it is necessary to replenish the soil and the nutrients, and depending on the condition of the beds, we add more material and compost. Now, the goal here is to plant in fertile soil and in beds that are raised enough to allow excess water to drain well. An iron rake is my best friend during the prep work, and if I have to add enough material, I also use a tiller to mix it in sometimes. After carefully selecting the best seed from the previous season, it is time to plant. I like to use my homemade planting tool. It is made out of 3 wooden dowels. One helps me to space them at 8 inch between the plants, one gives me a depth of 4 inch, and one simply serves as a handle. Now I know there's a lot of different information and numbers out there, and this video is not really meant as a guide. I'm just sharing the way we have been growing garlic successfully for many years now. Now, we like to use a good layer of straw to cover the beds during the winter. This year I actually ran out of straw on the last 4 beds, so this is the first time I'm using shredded leaves. I just collected them with the lawnmower, and I'm really very curious to see how this will work out. In the spring, when it's time to pull off the leaves, I would like to leave them on the walkway and hope it prevents the grass from growing. I've no idea if this will work, but it's worth a shot. Another thing I never tried myself is using cardboard and shavings to make a weed-free garden path, so that's what I'm doing here. I always seem to produce an endless amount of shavings and sawdust. Some we use for our chickens, but there's always more. And if this works, it would be a great way to put it to use. It sure looks nice, and we just got it done in time, and this is how it looked like a couple days later. Now that wraps up our garlic planting season. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you the next time.